Authority.
Tropical Storm Alberto continues to lash the Florida Panhandle with some heavy rain, some gusty winds, and we're going to have to watch out for some storm surge as well. I'm Jeff Morrow, and I'll give you a live report here along the Gulf Coast in just a few minutes.
Plus, where Alberto is right now and where the first-named storm of the season is headed. Next, tonight, we are tracking Tropical Storm Alberto. Right now, we are just hours away from the first U.S. landfall of the 2006 hurricane season. Hi, everyone. Good Monday evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Alexandra Steele.
And I'm Paul Goodloe. Tropical Storm Alberto is on the move. More than 20,000 Floridians have been told to get out of Alberto's way. And hurricane warnings are up from near Tampa Bay all the way south. North, I should say, to Tallahassee. And looking at the image right now, again, sustained winds just under hurricane force, but still a very strong tropical storm at 70 miles per hour, moving on towards the northeast at 8. Although some signs say that it could have actually sped up over the last couple of hours. Looking at the radar, you can better clearly see the organization of the storm. Not as well defined on the west side of the center, but definitely the east side, the northern side, dumping a lot of rain, and the forecasted path of Tropical Storm Alberto continues to bring it onshore somewhere in the northern, perhaps northwestern Gulf Coast of Florida sometime tomorrow morning or as late as early tomorrow afternoon. And after that, bringing that rain into Georgia and the Carolinas as we head from Tuesday into Wednesday and into Thursday. And with more on Alberto, here's Alex.
All right, thanks, Paul. Well, our team coverage is fanned out across Florida tonight. Meteorologist Mike Seidel is in North Redington Beach. Jeff Morrow joining us tonight from St. George, Florida. And Mike, let's begin with you. You know, you've certainly seen the situation change quite rapidly tonight, haven't you?
Yeah, certainly all day long. The winds have ramped up as well as the surf here. The surf now running at about 5 to 6 feet. The wind is running in gusts close to 30 miles an hour. Now, that is not tropical storm force. It's not sustained, but it is a rather breezy night here on the beaches of Pinellas County. Let me take you back to this afternoon and give you a better picture when we had some daylight of the waves here at Redington Beach and the pier and get a sense of the surf. Now, despite the waves, you got to remember the water temperature is about 80, and there's a lot of people down here vacationing, although this is not the peak season. Out in the water today, they didn't venture too far out because it is pretty dangerous. Get those rip currents. And the swell continued to migrate in, and as a result, we had to deal with the surf rising. It will continue up. Now, the next high tide isn't until about midday tomorrow, so we're in pretty good shape now because the tide is very, very low. Now, as far as rainfall goes, we have not had any rain in the past. So let's go to Sky Tracker right now. I want to show you that band of rain that's just off the coast of Tampa St. Pete. Now, these bands are primarily moving almost due north. See that band there? It's just off the coast. That is going to probably rotate into the Tampa St. Pete area in the next, say, 2 to 3 hours and give us another dousing. Already at the airport, we've had nearly 3 inches of rain from the storm. South of here around Sarasota and areas just to our south, we've had nearly 4 inches of rain. But remember, a lot of fires this year. We've had nearly 3,200 fires in the state of Florida since January 1st, and those fires have burned 176,000 acres. So the rain is a godsend. Remember, evacuations are only mandatory in the low-lying areas, 4 or 5 counties north of here, including Levy, also Taylor and Dixie County. Weather Channel meteorologist Mike Bettis is getting up towards Crystal River and the Big Bend area, very susceptible to storm surge flooding because of the shape of the continental shelf. The water basically, in layman's terms, is shallow there, so it's one of the most surge-prone areas in the country, and that's our concern up there is surge. Down here, though, Paul and Alexandra, the real threat is the fact that we'll have some beach erosion, we'll have some standing water with the heavy rainfalls, but surge issues, coastal flooding, and any kind of weather they've dealt with in recent years is pretty much out of the question as Alberto heads towards the coast tomorrow morning.
Okay, and Mike, I noticed that the hood is down now. Does that mean the rain has kind of slackened off for the time being? Yeah. Give my hair a little chance to dry out because we have had some pretty
pretty heavy downpour. It lasted for about 5 minutes this evening. The only thing I forgot to pack was my mousse, so I can't keep my hair down, but I'll deal with that later in the broadcast.
Let's hope that's your biggest problem, that there's no mousse. You know, earlier you were talking about that all the chairs behind you, people even left them out. They've chained to the ground but have not been taken away, showing you that that really won't be the biggest concern where you are.
No, certainly. I mean, there's a heightened sense of urgency here. A lot of people on edge after what we've seen over the past couple of years, especially with Katrina. And back on Saturday, and even yesterday, when it was first a depression Saturday and a tropical storm yesterday, I can tell you, I was up in the Florida Panhandle, came down here, went down to Southwest Florida. A lot of people are, oh no, not yet. I mean, we're talking the second week of hurricane season, and we've already got something on the map. But as they got more savvy about what was going on, watching the Weather Channel, feeling out what's going on, they realized that here it's more of a wind rain event and not a serious threat like they've seen in the past, especially in 2004 here in the Tampa area.
Okay, thanks. It's Mike Seidel live tonight from North Redington Beach, Florida. We'll continue our live shots all throughout the evening.
All right, stick around. More on the tropical storm.